ever thought of what happens when nuns are in space? Well, now we have the Invisible Kingdom, because that's exactly what it's about. So we have the Invisible Kingdom, we have the front, here's the front, here's the spine, here is the back. I even bookmarked the part too, so I can show you. Here's the French flaps, right here. And this collects all 15 issues. The story kind of ended. It had an open ending, so there's that. But I'm gonna skip to this part right here, so you guys could read it. And she basically tells you, like, she wanted to make a space nun sci-fi novel, which is pretty interesting. Like, you have a small solar system. I think it was like 8 planets or something like that. And then since the person lived in Seattle, they're like, okay, what if we had like e-commerce, but instead of just being on the planet, it's all throughout the solar system.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, cool. So you have like the space nun. And the space nun's basically saying like, yo, we don't want to see like materials and stuff like that. We just want to live normally. And then you have everybody else trying to have material and monetary gains. So yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's take a look. So, I would say this is kind of like a sci-fi space opera type of thing. I would give this book, I would give it 6 out of 10. It's not one of those things where like, yo, you have to read this book and like it's great, but it's like something like if you're feeling like sci-fi, you want to read this. If you want to have like a sci-fi read, and this is definitely one that you can check out.
Okay.
So you have like I would say these are like the Guardians. So like their own little what's it called? Their own little crew, like a spaceship crew, like the Guardians of the Galaxy type of way. Have this crew right here. You have Grix, and it's a she. I thought it was a he. But you have Grix. You have her son, and then this is a political dude. Like he's like on the ship to make sure you're doing whatever you need to do. Like one of those people that report on you.
Right.
You have her henchmen. So it's like it falls off of that. You have them like crash landing, like they ran out of fuel and stuff like that, so they're gonna crash land on this planet. I forgot what the planet's called. And you have this person. She's a Rulin, something like that, right? A different breed. Like like there's a lot of prejudices for these people. Like walking around like what she did is she walked around blindfolded all the way into this place called, I think it's called the Invisible Kingdom or something like that. So it's like she's trying to find her faith. So she basically went into a whole different planet, blindfolded herself, and tried to find where this place is, where the nuns are basically. That's what they're called, N-O-N-E.
N-O-N-E, okay.
Yeah, so they're...
Oh, nuns.
Yeah, so they're the nuns, which is pretty funny. And like when you're here, you have like you're questioning your faith and all this stuff. So there's like 3 main parties in the story. You have the nuns, you have the Guardians, the spaceship people,
okay.
And you have the Lux, which is the corporation. I will call it like the Amazon of the world, of the solar system. So you have the Lux, and so in the story we have the reason why the nuns have so much stuff is because they get funded by the Lux, which is like the Amazon people. So, but nobody knows that. Nobody knows that at all. Like, they were I think her name was Vessa. This is one of the main characters.
That's the one that was walking blindfolded?
Yeah, walking blindfolded to become a nun. They were like, yo, do my books. I was like, what the heck? So this person just came out of nowhere. Literally just came out of nowhere, just finally joined the faith, like the first day, and like, yo, I want you to be like a VIP person. I want you to do my books. And she's like, yo, where are you getting all this money from? And it's like, from Lux, but don't tell anybody else. Which is strange. And then the ship, when they crashed, they found out that there was an empty manifest or empty shipment in here, and they found out that the Lux and the nuns were like embezzling money, or like funds and stuff like that. And nobody knows because Lux controls the world, and that's what it is. So it's kind of like like Amazon versus the world.
Right.
That's what I would say is like versus the solar system, as I would say. Yeah. So you have a lot of that going on. You have Vess, whatever her name is, Vess, giving up her people because back then on her planet, her people are dying out, and then her people are dying out, and she was supposed to give birth to a lot of people. She was supposed to mate a lot to reproduce. To that way, she make sure her population, her people, are staying alive. But she was like, "Nah, I'm out of here, yeet," and that's what happened. And then she found out that she ran over to the nuns because she wanted to follow her faith because she's on a higher calling. But now she's questioning her faith because now she found out the Mother Proxima was like, "Yo, I'm embezzling money and stuff like that." And now she's like, I'm questioning, I don't even know what to do with my life anymore. But I have all this dirt on them. And then what she did, they just jumped out. They're like, see ya. she basically escaped and found out and went to the Captain Grix. And they met up and like, yo, they're gonna like talk about reporting what happened to the entire solar system. But then it backfired on them down the road. Because now everybody's after them. And then they spun the story, like Fox News do.
Yeah. This is fake news.
CNN. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so they spun the story saying everything's all fake. Like they blame it on Grix. Now Grix has a bounty on her head, like a lot of millions of dollars or whatever it is. Yeah, so that was what it's about, and it's I wouldn't say. It has a little bit of a love story in here, but it's not like a love triangle. Okay. So like they started falling for each other. I don't know why. They're just compassionate. But I feel like there wasn't, in my opinion, there wasn't a lot of character development in this story to make me get attached to anybody. Yeah. It's just like, for me, it wasn't the best read. It was just something to read. Okay. Yeah, and then you have the trader. You have them the Guardians on the run. They were on the run, and they got boarded because they had no gas or anything, and they got boarded by this guy. This guy is cool. I forgot his name, but he's a pirate. He's like what's his name? Johnny Depp. Nice. Give me your booty. Yeah, so they got boarded by this guy. Down the road, and it's funny because he came in as like the bad guy, right? And he's like, yo, I'm gonna kill this person, I'm gonna kill your captain if you don't kill me, give me your ship codes and stuff like that. And then after they gave up the ship codes, it's so funny because okay, now you're my guest. You're my guest on the ship. You're not my captive. You're free to do whatever you want. So they just walk around as the guest and stuff like that. He was like, I'm not really the bad guy. I just pretend to be the bad guy. That way you guys give me your ship.
Maybe we should do that, JP. Give me your car. Now I'm an Uber and I'll drive you around.
Yeah, exactly. So it was reverse all type of thing in here. Yeah, so I was there's stuff that was doesn't make too much sense in here to me, but it's okay. And then I'm going to skip towards the end because that's what I remember the most of. Okay. So you have, what's her face, in Grix. Vex and Grix, they're bonding now. So when she falls in love with somebody, they bond, right? Okay. They don't have intercourse or anything, but her physiology is bonded to them. So now she has OP-ass powers. Oh. So for some reason, I have to go back here a little bit. There we go. Because down the road, over here, there's what it is. They were because Grig's ship got boarded and then it got taken away, right? And they were like, "Oh, let me get my ship back." And then what happened was they tried to make a master plan and they, led him astray. Yo, I forgot something in my ship. I need to get it back. Knowing the guy he is, yo, you're kind of hot. I'll take you to your room. And then out of nowhere, she's like, nah, yeet, and smacked him right in the head. and he got knocked out cold, right? And then out of nowhere, they're like, yo, give me my captain back or I'm going to kill you guys. And what happened is then Griggs found out that she has like some sort of superpowers.
Ooh.
Right? Because what happened was, you know, there's a long cord. That way you could walk from the main ship to the other ship.
Okay, like an umbilical cord.
Yeah, like a long umbilical cord. And like she was telling everybody to stay inside the ship. I'll take care of this. And she was gonna sacrifice herself. That way everybody could get away. But then Bess she was like, yo, just jump out jump out the window into space, right? Jumped out into space. And that's what happened. Jumped out in the middle of the space vacuum. And they thought she was gonna die. But she didn't. She had like, you know, it's like, oh, I'm gonna die and stuff like that. But somehow she was able to keep her alive with her telepathy. Is that what it is? Telepathy. So she has telepathy and she's like, you know, I don't know, fucking crazy shit.
You save her from space?
Yeah, save her from space and like, all because she bonded with Griggs. All because she fell in love. It's like it's kind of funny when you fall in love with somebody in this story, you start getting superpowers. I'm like, man, I fell in love. I didn't get any superpowers.
All I got is another mouth to feed.
Oh, yeah. David has like 3 more mouths to feed.
And then her hair turned white, I guess, because of it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny right there. And then like they're on the run again from Lux, from the pirates, from everybody. Everybody's blaming them now for everything that's going on. And then you have, these are called, I forgot, what are they called? Shit. The Revolution, Siblings of Rebirth.
Okay.
So they're the siblings of Rebirth, okay? So it's like another planet that just came out of nowhere. And then you have the core right here. So they're like the anti-nuns, basically.
Okay.
So you have the nuns that are red, these guys are blue. Of course, it'll be opposites. So you would think they were, like, you think they're the good guys. Like, yo, they got saved. They got picked up and, like, they're like, yo, we're gonna change the world. We're gonna stop Lux. We're gonna stop the nuns. Like, we gotta kill Mother Prox.
Yeah.
Whatever right here. Like, oh, shit, some shady stuff is going on. And you have, like, the pirate and the Lux manager saying, yo, they're dead. Don't say anything else. You know, because they escaped throughout the world. Like, don't let the Lux know. And they're
alive.
Yeah, that Griggs and all of them are alive, but they are. And then you have the rebels right here. And then they're like, yo, there's no way. And this person was like, there's no way that it's gonna backfire on us. Just let them know that they're dead, and that's it. He's like, man, I don't know. Like, he's just contemplating this whole time, like about Griggs and all them.
Yeah.
And then down the road, what's it called right here? You know, they basically said that they love each other right here, somewhere right there, right? But she was like, yo, I don't love you anymore. I don't love you anymore. Was it right here? Something right here. Like.
Yeah. Yeah, it says my path led me to you, but now it seems to lead me away again.
Yeah, so she was just pushing somebody away. Like, you know, like when you love somebody, you let them go, and if they come back, then it's real love type of thing, right? Because that's what the monk, the core guy said. He's like, yo, because he's like the leader, he's the core of the planet.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Pretty sci-fi.
Yeah, so she's like, okay. Like, whatever. She was like, okay, whatever you say, I will do. I'll take your hand, right? And that's what happened. And apparently, when they touch, right here, there we go. Let me skip around. All right, here we go. Yeah, so apparently, like, they need Vex, the blue people. They need Vex, right? They need her to blow up planets. Oh! So this planet has a major laser. Right here. Major laser alert. You're like DJ Khaled, major bag alert.
Yeah.
Major laser alert. So yeah, so they turned their entire planet into like a weapon. So they blew up like a Lux compound, whatever it is right there. Like, yo, we're gonna start blowing everybody up now. And he was like, oh fuck, they are still alive. Now I gotta step management. And this whole time, the Lux management, or like the leaders of Lux, was just an AI this entire time.
Oh.
So it's like
That's what's gonna happen to us. AI is gonna take
yeah,
over
it's
the
like
world.
Skylink again over the world.
Skynet?
Yeah, Skynet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what happens. Like, oh, now we gotta shift the blame. We gotta do all this stuff, and like we're gonna recalculate, blah blah blah. Now that's what happens when they like we're gonna take all the food away from the solar system, right? And we're gonna blame Grix, and we're gonna put a bounty on her head, and anybody that can get her will get paid. And as that's going on, as Grix has the blame for everything that's going on in the solar system, Vex is finding out that the blue people are not who they say they are. I think it's like somewhere right here. Or did I skip it already? I have no idea. I skipped a lot. Yes. But basically they found out, I think it's Vex. Yeah, she found out down the road that it was all like the guy wasn't part of the core. It was all a Ponzi scheme, whatever it is. Like there we go. So she's walking over here. She's like, I want to talk to you, Mr. Monk guy. And then she's like, oh well, these are like plasma tubes and stuff like that, right?
Generators.
And then generators. And this guy's just like chilling. He's like, oh, I'm gonna beat you. He whacked her in the back of the head because now she found out that he was just a scam this entire time.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like he was like, I wasn't the prophet. Yeah, so you have this big ass laser right here, and then what's it called? There we go. Let's skip through and see what else we have because I forgot a lot of things, and I just read this yesterday too.
She wakes up. No, it's all fake.
Yeah, she wakes up. No, it's all fake. And like, I gotta get out of here type of thing. It's really sad. And then, I totally forgot, like she made a lot of friends with the nuns and they put the Mother Proxima in prison because they found out that she was a fake. So all of her people turn against her. Now all the nuns are on Vex's side. Basically,
Okay,
that's what it
cool.
is. So this isn't Vex, this is somebody else. And they're saying, hey, this is what's going on. We have a planet that's about to blow everybody up. Right there. And that was the like main part of this issue, like saying, and then all the people of the planet were looking for her, right? And they finally like there's a big mob looking for Grix.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, Grix like they are all swarming her, like yo,
Ooh.
like don't leave me, like don't look back, she says. And this is the last issue.
Oh, okay.
So we have issue number 15. She's getting taken down by the mob. That's why it's like this is the last issue, but there's so many like stuff
Loose
going.
ends, yeah.
Loose ends going on. And so you have the pirate guy coming to save her because he was like, and the world ends and there's nobody for me to pirate type of thing. so he saved her, and the thing is, they're like, yo, we gotta go. Like, how can we stop this planet? And it's like the planet is just a big giant gas tank or whatever it is, right? I forgot where it is, somewhere right here. Saying it's just a big giant. So if we fly a ship into it, then it should blow up. And then right here, they're looking for Vex because they need her to turn back on the weapon. I
Yeah.
like that. That was cute. Boop. Like whack-a-mole type of thing, right? Turn back on the weapon. And then she was like, nah, I'm out of here. So she's just found like a random pod. So it's crazy like how you, in these ships, like you find these ships. It's like, see you later.
Bye.
Take off into a different planet. Like, it's no big deal. Like, you didn't know all those other space movies. You like turn an engine and do all this other stuff. So as she lands, she walks outside. She meets her nun people, and they were telling her about like, what's her face? Like she was like, yeah. She's like, I was in love, but now I lost my faith in my, the love of my life, whatever it is. Like all sad face. And then you have the Lux manager. Like they're saying he needs to be the sacrifice because they want to put all the blame on him. That way, everybody's okay. Like all the people will still do what they like, become like the peasants of the world, and like listen to the Amazon corporation.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was like, nah, fool, I'm not gonna put myself down. So he basically spilled the beans on everything that happened throughout the years.
Dang.
And then they're like, yo, we're gonna arrest you. And they're like, how are you gonna arrest me later if like the whole planet's gonna blow up anyways? Yeah. And then they see, what's it called? Right here, they're talking about Grix, like, you know, where is Grix? You know, because they were like, you know, Grix told us to stay back and not go with the ship, stay on the planet. And then they see the spaceship flying around, like right here. This is supposed to be Grix flying into the planet. And she's like, no, Grix, no! Sacrificing herself to blow up the planet.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh no, Grix, no! No, she's all sad. He's like, nah, I'm right here. I know how to use autopilot. No big deal. And then after that was the end. So they blew up the planet of the Reaper, which is the blue people, right?
Yeah.
But you still have the Lux like around. Like you don't know what's going on with Lux. Everybody knows what Lux is doing now, but like that's it. Like so you have a lot of loose ends with Lux. You don't know what's going on with the pirates later as well. Like
that's true.
Like all they did was and the nuns as well. Like we don't know what's gonna go on with the people at the nun, like the red, like Mother Proxima and stuff like that. All they did was put her in prison.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of loose ends in here. It says the end, but it says this is all 15 issues. I don't know if this is still gonna go or not, or are they just gonna leave it like this, open-ended? That's why I was like, the ending was kind of okay. And
yeah.
Like it wasn't like a full-on ending, like Invincible. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I said I would give this book maybe 5 or 6 out of 10. Not really,
okay.
Not really like something I was like, yo, this is something that you gotta remember for the rest of your life and tell your kids and your friends and everybody. Like this is gonna be on a TV show type of thing. No,
yeah.
It's just something to read. Yeah. So but yeah, this is the Invisible Kingdom. But you want to check this out yourself, you can pick it up at organicpricedbooks.com, and I'll see you in the next video.